the networking course. Okay, so let me introduce myself first. So myself Santosh. Okay, so I have almost 13 years of experience in networking. That currently still working in a company, okay, as a network lead. So I have experience on all networking devices like routing, switching, firewalls, wireless, collaboration, even with CCTV, NVR setups, everything. Networking is nothing but even we have a different domains in networking. But I have got opportunity to evaluate all these, to open all these vendors, different types of vendors. But coming to the networking, so we have different departments. Like, so we have a server department, we have a network department, okay, and we have cloud department. Fine. So networking is nothing but combination of all. Okay. So I hope you all are freshers, right? Or anyone has any idea about the networking? What is networking? Very good. Okay, very good. So the thing is, networking is a backbone for everything, and in human life, it is very necessary nowadays. Right? Without network, we can't do anything. Like even when you wake up when you wake up early morning, right? You are going to pick your phone and you are going to open Instagram or you are going to open your WhatsApp, right? But when you are sending, if you want to talk to your friend and you are sending a message in the WhatsApp, but how the message is getting delivered to the your friend, right? Everybody think that okay, we are getting the internet and we are using that internet. And when you go to the YouTube, you are opening a YouTube, and when you play any YouTube, it is going to display on your phone or on your laptop. But how it is happening? Nobody knows what is happening in the backend, right? Right? YouTube is in your home. No, YouTube server is in cloud or maybe in different location, maybe in US, right? But how you are going to communicate with YouTube and what is happening in the backend when you are sending a message to your friend? Okay, and what is happening when you are when you want to send an email? Like earlier days, it would be in earlier days when you are in a child, when you are in like 1990s or 1800, 18,000 like kind of years. So when you want to deliver anything, right, you got an opportunity, for example, in one company, right? How the half a letters will be sent in earlier days? Using a post office, right? So we saw some situations like you got an offer letter and joining date is today, and letter delivered tomorrow. Such kind of scenarios also there, right? So you got an offer letter from company, and so 21 is the deliveries got delayed because of so many issues. But nowadays, you are getting an offer letter within seconds, within a minute, right? The moment you hang up the interview call, if you are selected, they are sending an offer letter immediately. Yes. And they're asking us to sign the document and send it back immediately. You're doing it in within minutes or within seconds, within hours. Yeah. That is because of networking. Okay, so networking is very essential now for human life. Yeah. Right? Now, how the current is needed for human life. Right? So networking is very important. Okay, and you heard about this. Instagram is went down, Facebook is went down, right? We are not able to scroll the reels. Recently, you heard about it, right? Instagram is went down. What happened in the backend? Why it is went down? Instagram application is went down.
The network
is went down. That is because of a small DNS issue, right? DNS is a feature in networking, right? So they are using a server. In that server, there is a feature called DNS, domain naming system, that we'll discuss in the coming classes. This is just an overview. Okay, so later we'll discuss like how the packets are moving and how the messages are delivering from one recipient to another, one sender to another recipient. So that you will come to know, like by end of this course, you'll be in a position to understand what is the packet flow, how the packets are moving, right? If there is any problem, if internet is not working,
package, they mean the data.
Yes, exactly. You'll understand what is packet, what is frame. I'm using this term. Don't worry about this term. No problem. Yeah. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from scratch.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not going to jump into topics directly.
Yeah.
Right. So before forming a network, like we did two devices. If you want to send a movie from one computer to another computer. What is needed? Okay, we'll start from scratch, the basics, right? How to connect a cable, right? How to configure the IP address, like everything. We'll start from scratch. Don't worry about that. I'm not kind of a person like okay, they joined the institute. Okay, we'll go with the topic wise. We'll finish the topic. Not like that. Okay, so we'll start from the scratch. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, and along with the classes, we are going to do practicals. Okay, I'm going to use a tool called Packet Tracer. Okay, that is the simulation tool we are going to use for the labs, the basic tool. Okay, so that is a basic tool I'm going to use to do the labs in the classes. Every day there is a one hour class, right? So we'll finish one topic and we'll do the practicals on the tablet. Okay, once the practical is done, then you have an opportunity to work on the real-time classes. Okay, you have a real switches, you can see there. You have a real switches, you have real router, real firewalls. Okay, so see, my only point is if you want to learn networking, like theoretical part, no need to join here. Right? You can get a lot of videos in the YouTube.
Yeah. So when you said like it's all about the how to connect two devices, right? So does this come under like hardware, or is do we have to use some tools on the computer also?
So for networking, the devices are hardware.
Okay. So
Okay. So, but you are not going, but you are getting into that hardware and you are going to run the commands.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. It's not like you are going to repair the hardware. No. Okay. So the thing is, if anybody say like IT, right?
Yeah.
IT infrastructure, right? IT is nothing but so many things like software development come under the IT, right? Software development or any testing, right? Testing, okay? Or any developers, all these are if anybody, if you ask anybody working in software, they'll say like, where are you working? I'm working in IT. They'll say this simply, I'm working in IT. But IT, we have so many domains, right? Software developers will come under IT, right? Testing guys, or automation guys, everybody is come under IT. But even networking also come under IT. Okay, so network also come under the IT. Okay, networking is part of networking is a one domain in IT, right? So don't think that so in again in the networking we have different domains again, right? That routing and switching exports, okay, and this server exports, okay, Windows. So somebody think that if you say somebody we are working in networking, right? Most of the people will think that the people who are providing the internet connection to your home, the people, if you want to take internet connection to your home, you'll call ISP. Those are called vendors called ISP, internet service providers. Okay, you'll call them and they will charge you something. You'll choose the plan. Okay, they'll send you one technician and they'll trim the cables, right? There is a cable and they will pass that cable and connect to your router. Okay, so that kind of work we are not going to do.
So that doesn't come under networking.
It's a networking, but it's ISP roles, right? So here we are going to manage and support the enterprise network.
No.
Okay, so everybody think that networking is nothing but internet, but it doesn't mean we are going to do internet connections. No. Okay, so we are going to manage the enterprise networking operations. Like if in your office, if any application, if software developer want to do some testing on an application, right? So backend you have to connect that application to the network. Okay, so it's not like basic providing internet connection kind of thing. It's so as a network engineer, you are going to manage, configure, manage, troubleshoot the enterprise networks, right? Like switches, routers, firewalls, access points, like even cyber, even the attacks are coming in, right? If some company says that there is attack, server is attacked by some ransomware kind of thing. Okay, so we are going to, as a network engineer, we are going to manage the firewall, right? And firewall is responsibility to stop this kind of attacks. That's your job as a firewall engineer, right? It's not like we are going to provide the internet connections to home.
Is it similar to cybersecurity?
Cybersecurity is different. The thing is, cybersecurity is nothing but, so once traffic is passing through the firewall, right? You have to stop the firewall itself. If there is a bypass is happened, something is happened, and some traffic is entered to the network, right? So they will generate some alerts. Okay, that information, the what is that alert, how where it is coming, and how it is entering into the network. That analysis is done by the cybersecurity. Okay, so but for everything, the backbone is network. Okay, so coming to this course, right? So here we are going to talk about CCNA and CCNP, right? And don't think that CCNA and CCNP is different. The same concept, but in-depth knowledge is different. Okay, so like if you want to, you are operating a laptop, right? If something is went wrong, okay, if something is went wrong, like if you so in CCNA, what will happen is if you want to ping from one computer, like if you want to communicate from one computer to another computer, you will say, okay, this is how it is going to come. But if you go into deep and see what are the packets are moving, okay, moving from one computer to another computer, that is a CCNP level, like advanced level, okay, like a pro level. Okay, the same concept, but few advanced topics, right? Okay, so in this scenario, I'm going to cover it's mix of everything, right? It's not like separate CCNP and separate CCNP, right? If you take separate CCNP, it will take so much of time. Okay, it's combination of everything, and once you complete this course, right, you will be in position to support, to configure, to support, to manage the networks, right? Trust me, if you are very serious about the job, right? If you are attending the classes regularly, okay, then you will get a job for sure. Right? That's completely depends on you. It's not in my hands. My job is explain everything from scratch and put it in a level where you can manage the network. Okay, that's your responsibility to practice, to read. Okay, you can utilize the labs. You have a lab sessions as well. Okay, you can utilize the labs. The labs, you are going to see the real-time devices. You are going to configure the whatever the devices you want to configure in the lab. In the lab, I'm going to show you the same thing you have to configure on the real devices. Okay, fine. So in the networking, right? If you take a CCNA, right? CCNA stands for Cisco Certified Network Associate, right? Why it is saying Cisco?
Because it's a brand of
Exactly, right? So like we have, if you take a phone, right, we have different brands, right? iPhone is there, Android is there, and in Android again we have different brands like Samsung, Realme, OnePlus, different brands, right? In the same way, networking also we have different brands, different vendors. Okay, so in among the vendors, Cisco is the one of the vendor.
the biggest one. It's the biggest one.
Yes, Cisco is the premium vendor. We are in the market from so many years. Okay, so the one vendor is Cisco is one vendor. Okay, there is another vendor, Unicorn.
Does AT&T also?
AT&T is not a AT&T is a service provider like ISP provider. Okay, so the third one is there are so many vendors. I'm just listing only few.
Yeah.
Okay, so HP is there, right? The fourth one is Aruba. Okay, and fifth one is Arista. There are so many vendors. Okay, it's not like only one vendor. But among all these things, Cisco is the popular one.
When you say HP, is it the same one from the HP?
Yes. So they are going to have they are manufacturing these routers, switches and router switches and access points. So Meraki also there. In Cisco again we have Meraki. So many vendors, right? But only the difference is we are going to focus on Cisco curriculum because we are going to focus on CCNA. There is a curriculum. Okay, we are going to focus on the curriculum. But the thing is, the concept is same for every vendor. Right? If you take an Android phone, OnePlus or any other, right, what is the purpose of the phone? This purpose is same, right?
Yeah,
Right? But the thing is, the operating is different, right?
Different
And some extra features. That is only the difference. Same is applied to the these vendors. Okay, the operating is different, but the concept is same. If I say the packet is flowing like this, right, that is applied for both Cisco and Juniper. Right? If I say a VLAN, right, that concept is applied for Cisco and Juniper. Right? There is no different things between the vendors, but only the operating is different. Like the way of iPhone operating is different. Right? If you want to operate the iPhone, that is different. If you want to operate the Android, that is different. Right? But you know how it is going to work, but how to send a message in WhatsApp, right? Once you open the WhatsApp, you can send a message in using iPhone or using Android. Same thing, right? It's nothing is changing. In iPhone, you are going to send a message in different way in WhatsApp. No. In Android also same, right?
Same texting and same.
Exactly. Exactly. Same thing. Okay, there is no much difference. Okay, but only thing is these are the different vendors. We have Cisco, Juniper, XP, Aruba, Arista, and this is the one of the most popular certificate in the market. Okay, so this is most popular certificate, right? If anybody see this CCNA certified in your resume, right? So you know, right? The market is not that much easy, right? We have a lot of engineers searching for the jobs. Okay, but how the companies are going to filter the resumes? That is based on the skills and what is there in the resume. Right? That is the first step. Okay, if they look at your resume and you know all these skills, right, and you are a fresher and you are already a CCNA certified, right, they'll think that okay, this guy has CCNA certification. Okay, so they'll shortlist that and they'll send it to the recruitment team, the technical team for the interview, right? It's like a CCNA is a certificate, is a popular certificate for network. This is an entry level certificate. We have different certificates. After CCNA, we have CCNP. I told you, right? CCNP, Cisco Certified Network Professional. Okay, CCNA is nothing but Cisco Certified Network Associate, right? This is an entry level certificate. This is the professional certificate. Okay, and after that, there is another certificate that is CCIE. Okay, so Cisco Certified Expert.
What does I stand?
Now, so CCNP, Cisco Network Professional, Cisco Certified. This is Internet Network Expert something. So I'll show you. Okay, fine. Okay, so I'll give you that one second. CCIE is nothing but an expert level.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got like 3 levels.
3 levels, right? Okay. One is this. So again, if you take a CCIE, okay, so we have different purpose. Like one is theoretical part, right? The other one is lab, right? It is very difficult. Okay, all 3 of them lab is there, but again in the CCIE we have separate like theoretical part and
we have theory as well.
Yes. Okay. So the thing is, so if you want to build into CCNP and CCIE, it is very costly, right? If you take a CCNA, almost 30 to 35,000, the certificate cost is. Okay, cost that depends on the dollar. Okay, if dollar is changing, automatically.
Is it some kind of like an online test which we have to do to get those certificates?
Online exam, yes. Exactly, I told you, right? CCIE is nothing but Internet Network Expert. The same thing, right? So CCNA is nothing but Cisco Certified Network Associate. CCNP is nothing but Cisco Certified Network Professional. Okay, CCI is nothing but Cisco Certified Internet Network Expert. Okay, fine. Okay, so but you have to focus on this exam first, right? Then you can continue to CCNP and CCNA, right? But the thing is, as I'm seeing so many resumes, right? We are interviewing so many candidates. Even though in the resume we are seeing the CCNP certified or CCNA certified, okay, but candidates are not having that level of expert. Okay, I don't know how they're getting the certificate. Maybe they're purchasing the certificate or not. I'm not sure. But companies are not going to trust the certificate. Even if you mention CCNA certified or CCNP certified, companies are not trusting their candidate. Okay, because that is what happening in the market. Okay, even he is mentioning CCNP certified, right? If he is a CCNP certified, he's a professional, right?
They're not having any knowledge about the subject.
Exactly, right? So when you ask the interview question, they're not able to answer it. Okay, so in my point of view, having a CCNA certificate is good, but having CCNA certificate is not alone is good. But you have to have some knowledge, right? You have some skills. You should have some skills, then only you'll get a job. Fine, right? So these are the different vendors we have. This from Cisco, CCNA is the basic one, right?
Does the other brands also provide a certificate like
Yes,
that?
right. If you take a Juniper, right? So if you take a Juniper, right, there is a certificate called JNCIA.
Do these also have the same level of
Same level of expert, but CCNA has more weightage.
the weightage is different.
Yeah. Okay. It's a brand. Everybody looking at even if you look at the networking roles, the job postings, they'll mention CCNA certificate. Until unless if company has Juniper, they'll look for JNCA. Okay, but most of the companies will use Cisco.
That depends on what network the computer.
Exactly.
Company.
Yes. Okay. Clear, right? Right. You may have different certificates in Meraki, HP, Aruba, this stuff. Okay, but the most famous one is CCNA. Fine. So I'll show you. Curriculum of CCNA after this basic introduction. Okay. So today, what I'm going to cover, like, what is the networking? Okay. Networking is nothing but, as you said, connection of two computers for what? Okay. So the networking is nothing but. Let me remove this. And guys, one more point is try to attend the offline sessions. You'll see so much of difference between offline and online sessions. I'm okay. You can if you are, it is not possible to attend offline classes, then that's fine. But if you have option to attend the offline classes, I'll suggest you to come for offline. Okay, because it is going to show you a lot of difference. Okay. Okay, so fine. So what is networking, right? Networking is nothing but a set of devices. Set of devices are nodes. I'll tell you what is node. Okay, set of devices are nodes connecting together, right? Connecting together, okay, to share some information.
But I have a question. So when you connect two devices, right?
Yes.
If, I mean, like when you use a cable to connect them, is the only time when you call it as networking, or else if they connect to?
I'm going to explain that now. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to explain it now. Don't worry about these things, right? We are going to start from scratch, and you'll understand everything. What is wired? What is wireless? Everything. Okay. So, as per the definition, networking means a set of devices or nodes connecting together to share some information. Right? What is a node? Right? What is a device or what is a node? Node is nothing but any device which is capable of sending the information, receiving the information. That is called as a node. Right? What is a node? Sending and receiving the information. Right? Sending and receiving the information. Very good. Right? So now tell me, is computer is a node or not?
Yes, it is.
Why?
Because it can
send and it can receive the information. Phone is a node or not?
Yes, it is.
Yes, because it can send the information and it can receive the information. Right? That is called as a node. Right? Connecting all these nodes together to share information is called network. That's it. Very clear, right? Okay. So I'm taking two computers. Right? I'm going to represent computer like this in entire course. Right? If I see this square box and bottom there are two lines, then remember that this is a computer. Okay. So I'm taking two computers. Right? I'm taking this as a personal computer one, PC one. PC is nothing but personal computer, right? And this as a PC two. Right? And another thing is in definition, right? A set of nodes connecting together, right? In between there is a one more statement will come using a communication link. Using a communication link to share some information is called as a networking. Right? Network is nothing but nodes connecting together using a communication link. There should be a communication link, right? If computer want to talk to computer 2, there is some communication, right? There is in middle there is some communication link. That I'll explain. Don't worry about it. Okay. Using the communication link, we are going to connect two nodes to see some information. Okay. So these are the two computers, two nodes. Okay. I want to share a movie from this computer to this computer. Okay. So to share the information, we have to connect the two computers, right? Correct. Okay. I'm going to use a communication link. I'm going to use a cable, a wire, right? A wire. You know that wire, right? But again, in the wires, we have so many lot of things. Right? We'll have a separate decision for these ones. What are the wires we have? What type of wire we need to use? Okay, we have separate decision for that. So this is called as a, what is this? Communication link, right? Communication link, right? There are two types of communication network. Okay, there are two types of communication network. One is wired communication. Second one is wireless communication. Okay, so whenever you're in the wired communication, the media, you have a wire, right? The media is wire. In wired communication, what is the media? Media is wire. In the wireless communication, what is the media?
Bluetooth or
Bluetooth కనెక్ట్ చేయగానే ఎలా వెళ్తుంది అది డేటా ఎలా వెళ్తుంది
cloud.
ఎయిర్ లో వెళ్తుంది
Area.
రైట్ సో ఇన్ వైర్లెస్ ద మీడియా ఇస్ ఎయిర్
So, ఇప్పుడు ఇందాక మీరు నోట్ అంటే ఎనీ
డివైస్ కేబుల్ ఆఫ్ సెండింగ్ అండ్
ప్లే స్టేషన్ ఇవన్నీ నోట్ కిందకి రావాలి కదా
నో సో that's the way I'm saying, like, so if it is capable of sending and receiving the data, then it is a no. Right? PlayStation is able to send and receive a data.
Yeah, but we can still use the Bluetooth and all these.
Yeah. So that's what it's
The
capable
old
of sending it, right?
Yeah,
But it is using a different communication links,
okay, so that also comes under.
Yes. Right?
But not the old ones, but the modern.
Exactly. So okay. So in the wired technology, there are two communication link, wired and wireless. In the wired, the communication media is wired. The wireless, the media is air. Right? Here I'm using which technology? I'm using a wire, right? So this is a wired technology. Fine. So using this wire technology, we can send this movie from this computer to this computer, right? And how we are going to establish the communication, right? How to make sure that these two are able to talk, that is different story. You'll come to know once we start the actual topics. Okay, but now my question is, right? I have another computer. Okay, that is PC3. Okay, can we connect a cable from this PC to this PC?
Yeah, we can.
Huh?
We can.
But how? But where is we are connecting a cable, right?
Yeah.
But on the computer, which port we are connecting this cable? On which port we are connecting this cable?
This will go for the second port.
Second port. What is that port? Right. You have, if you want to connect a USB, there is a USB port, right?
Yeah.
Right. If you want to connect a mouse, there is a USB port.
Yeah.
You can use a USB port. But if you want to connect a wire, can we connect a wire to the USB port?
Yeah, actually we can.
Wire to the USB port?
Yeah, we can.
HDMI port you are talking about, that is different.
Okay.
But this wire is different. What is this? You can see here. Ethernet cable is there, right? So Ethernet, I'll show you. Right?
Yeah.
The problem is once I share this screen now, this board will come. Again, I have to struggle to set up this board. Okay. So I'll share this screen later, right?
So did we connect the PC1 to PC2 also using the Ethernet cable?
That is what we are connecting. Using Ethernet cable, we are connecting between PC1 and PC2.
Okay.
Right? But remember, there should be an Ethernet card on a computer, right? Ethernet port, separate Ethernet port, you will see. Right? To that Ethernet port, you are going to connect a cable. Okay? But the Ethernet port is only one available in the computer. Okay? But you cannot connect another computer to this PC because this port is already used by the another computer. Okay? So maybe few computers may have two ports.
Yeah.
Few advanced computers, if you pay for extra, you'll see two ports, right? But if you have in company, if you have a 40-50 computers, 100 employees, right? If you want, can we connect 100 computers together using a cables? No, this is not possible because there is only limitation of Ethernet ports on the computers, right? So for that reason, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a special device, a switch, right? That is a networking switch. It's not an electrical switch. Okay, it's a networking switch. I'll show you. See, again, for switch there is a different class.
Does that work like an extension box?
Yes. Okay. Up and up those switch there, right? Those switch, right? Because switch has multiple ports, right? Ethernet ports కూడా multiple ఉంటాయి ఇక్కడ. Depends on the model, right? ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాం, right? ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాం. There is no connection. Connection ఉండదు. Okay? ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇంకో పోర్ట్ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాం, right? So switch will take care of communication, right? So the statement is saying that it is used to share some information, right? So in most of the time, what will happen is in the companies, there is a printer of the company law, right? So if this guy want to take a print, right, what will happen in earlier days? He has to go to the printer, he has to connect the USB cable, and he has to print it, right? But nowadays we got network printers. Network printers. They have IP address. Using that IP address, everybody is you are sitting on your desk and you're giving the print, right? So what will happen is the three computers connected to the switch, okay, and this printer also connected to the same switch. So every device will have IP address. We'll discuss that IP address later, okay? So if this guy want to print the paper, they can send the information to the switch. Switch will send you this, and you can print it, right? But if this option is not there, right, companies are going to provide the printer for each and every user. No, that is very costly, right? So companies are saving this cost using this networking.
So no, back in days when we had switch, we were connecting everything using wires, right? Now, did it become wireless or something?
It's wireless also there. So that's what. So, but wireless, see, the one thing I want to make sure that we are going to teach about only routing and switching, only wide technology. In this, from my side, I'm going to teach about routing and switching. Okay, only the wide technology. The wireless you have another classes. Once this routing and switching is done, you are going to learn this wireless. Okay, so focus on only wide. Okay, the wireless one you have separate trainer and they will give you the separate. See, this is one. I know. Sorry. Okay, fine, right? So that is one of the reason we are using networking, right? Let me share a screen. So let me share my screen. Okay, fine. So why we require networking, right? I told you, right? Resource sharing, that the printer is shared by all the users in the company. Okay, and because of that, companies are saving money, right? And because of these things, so we need a networking now. And you know, right? Networking is like it's necessary for every human in the life. Human life, it is compulsory, right? Without internet, can we send an email, or even if you want to do anything, right? You need internet connection, right? Without internet, we can't do anything. Okay, right? Even if you join your kids in the schools, right? If you want to get an update, they are sending via messages, right? They are sending any hard copies to home, no, right? They are not using these diaries also. Earlier, when we are studying, there is a diary. No, they are not using it. They are using it, but they are not using that much. Okay, so this is an example, like I explained, right? So we have a printer here, and all the computers are using the printer at a time. Okay, using a networking, right? I told you, if you want to connect between two computers, if you want to connect the two computers, right? So we are going to use a medium, right? The medium can be, if you are using a wire, if you are using a wire technology, the medium is wire. If you are using a wireless technology, the medium is air. Okay, Okay, so now the thing is, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you the curriculum. I told you, right, CCNA curriculum. Okay, I think you already got this curriculum, right? CCNA, right? So if you click here, so this exam is called as a 20301. If there is a revision, right? If they are changing anything, if you are removing any topic, adding any other new topic, this revision number will change. Okay, this number is very important, right? Earlier, when we are studying, the number is 125. Okay, but now it changed to 20301, right? Because they removed the topics, right? Earlier what happened is this CCN is exclusively for only routing and switching, but now what they did is they combined wireless as well into this. They added a security concept also into this. Earlier what happened is there is a separate certificate for security, CCNA security. Okay, CCNA wireless. Okay, CCNA routing and switching. There are three different certificates earlier, but now we don't have the three different certificates. Everything is merged together, right? They made this, they made this as a 20301. They made it available as a 20301. Okay, so these are the topics we will have. So these are the main topics, right? Network fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamentals, automation programming, right? So what I'm going to do is, so this is the combination of wireless security, right? But my job is to teach only routing and switching in the wide. Okay, you may see, say, for example, if I see this, threat is there, vulnerability is there, exploit is there, so many techniques are there, right? So this is covered in security. Firewall, when they are teaching you firewall, they'll explain all these things. Don't think that if any topic is missing here, don't think that okay, this is not covered. No. Okay, I'm going to focus on only on the routing and switching part, means all this network firewall, what is router, what is layer 2, layer 3, and again there is a next generation firewall in this. That is covered by the firewall trainer, not by me. Okay, don't worry about these topics, right? Whatever I'll go by topic wise every day, right? Just focus on that. Okay, so each and every topic what is there in this list, okay, I'm going to cover it. Okay, which is belongs to the routing and switching. Fine. So if you want to get this syllabus, right, just search CCNA syllabus, CCNA exam topics, click on that link and you will see these topics. Clear? Right? Okay, fine. So, and I told you, right, so every computer is going to have one Ethernet port. One Ethernet port is going to have, right? So what will happen is that Ethernet card is called as a NIC card, NIC. Okay, NIC stands for, yes, that port, that Ethernet port is called as a NIC card. NIC card is nothing but network interface card. Okay, I'll show you how it looks like. Okay, okay. So this is called NIC card, right? This is inside into your computer. ఈ చిప్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఇవన్నీ కంప్యూటర్ లోపల ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, యూ విల్ సీ ఓన్లీ దిస్ పోర్ట్. ఈ బయట దిస్ టోటల్ పార్ట్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ నిక్ కార్డ్. ఓకే, సరే, ఈ బయట ఈ పోర్ట్ ఉందా, దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ ఈథర్నెట్ పోర్ట్, ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ as a RJ45 పోర్ట్. RJ45. Okay, so the cable is look like this, Ethernet cable. Okay, so this is the cable, that is the Ethernet cable we are going to use to connect between the two devices, right? If you see here, this is the RJ45 connector, right? ఈ కేబుల్ ఇలా ఉండదు, రైట్? ఇంత డీప్ వెళ్ళాలంటే దెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ సెపరేట్ క్లాసెస్. ఇక్కడ డీప్ అని చెప్పలేను, రైట్? దిస్ ఏ జస్ట్ ఏ డెమో క్లాస్ ఫర్ ఓవర్ వ్యూ. ఓకే, ఉంటాయి. వీ హ్యావ్ సో మెనీ టైప్స్. దట్స్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సెయింగ్. దెర్ ఇస్ a separate class for these cables. Okay, right? సో అసలు నెట్వర్క్ ఫామ్ చేయాలంటే ఏం కావాలి? ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు స్టార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ దేర్. ఓకే, అండ్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ కాంపోనెంట్. కేబుల్ అంటే ఏంటి, కమ్యూనికేషన్ లింక్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ విల్ డిస్కస్. Okay, so this cable is connected to this port, this ethernet port, right? We can insert that port, and other end we can connect to another computer, or we can connect to the switch. Okay, so that's how we are going to establish the communication, right? So we'll get into a deep discussion of all these things in separate classes, each and every class. Okay, right? So the it looks like this, like computer.
Are you gonna, so, are you gonna go deep about both the NIC card and components in that?
Yes, right. See, ఈ నిక్ కార్డులో లోపల ఏముందో మనకు అనవసరం. ఓకే, సి దట్ ఈస్ హార్డ్వేర్. లోపల ఏముందో చిప్స్ ఎలా కనెక్ట్ అయినో దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ నీడెడ్, రైట్? ఈ నిక్ కార్డ్ అంటే ఏంటి, అది ఎలా కనెక్ట్ ఉంది, అసలు కనెక్ట్ అవ్వగానే మనకు సాఫ్ట్వేర్లో కంప్యూటర్లో ఏం కనబడుతుంది, రైట్? దట్ విల్ డిస్కస్. ఎన్ఎస్సి ఓన్లీ పీసీకి ఉంటుంది. అండ్ ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఉంది కదా, ఇది మన ప్రింటర్స్ అని చెప్పాను, దాని కూడా ఇలాంటి పోర్ట్ ఉందంటే దట్ ఇస్ నిక్ కార్డ్. ఈవెన్ ఫర్ ద రూటర్, దోస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ పోర్ట్స్. బట్ ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ చిన్న ఒకటే ఉంది కదా, అక్కడ మల్టిపుల్ ఇథర్నెట్ కార్డ్స్ ఉంటాయి, దోస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ పోర్ట్స్. స్విచెస్ కూడా ఉంటాయి, ఈ పోర్ట్ స్విచ్ లో కూడా ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్, సి ఇందులో నిక్ కార్డ్, నెట్వర్క్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ కార్డ్ అంటాం, అందులో పోర్ట్స్ అంటాం అవి.
ఎనీ అంటే ఆ టైప్ ఆఫ్ కేబుల్ పోర్ట్ ఉంది అంటే దేర్ ఇస్ ఎ నిక్ కార్డ్ అంటారు.
ఇట్స్ నాట్ అబౌట్ నిక్ కార్డ్, ఇట్స్ నిక్ కార్డ్, నెట్వర్క్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ కార్డ్ ఓన్లీ. బట్ మనం అందులో స్విచ్ లో ఉన్న పోర్ట్స్, స్విచ్ లో కూడా పోర్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఇవి సింగిల్ కాదు, ఒక 24 పోర్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి అక్కడ. సేమ్ ఇలానే ఉంటుంది, ఇదే పోర్ట్ ఉంటుంది, రైట్? దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఈథర్నెట్ పోర్ట్స్. ఓకే, ఈథర్నెట్ పోర్ట్ ఇక్కడ కూడా. See, the thing is,
సింగిల్ అంటే నిక్ కార్డ్, మల్టిపుల్ అంటే ఈథర్నెట్ పోర్ట్.
ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ సింగిల్ ఉన్న ఈథర్నెట్ పోర్ట్. ఇక్కడ చూడు, ఇక్కడ డిఫరెన్స్ కనబడుతుంది, రైట్? ఓన్లీ దట్ పోర్ట్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ as ఈథర్నెట్ పోర్ట్. The entire card is called as a NIC card. కంప్లీట్ ఆ చిప్స్ అవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కదా, చిప్ అదంతా దాన్ని మొత్తం కలిపి నిక్ కార్డ్ అంటారు, రైట్? గిగాబిట్ ఈథర్ నిక్ కార్డ్. వాట్ ఈస్ గిగాబిట్, వాట్ ఈస్ ఫాస్ట్ ఇంటర్నెట్, విల్ డిస్కస్. ఒకే రోజులో మొత్తం నెట్వర్కింగ్ వచ్చేయాలంటే రాదు. ఓకే, టేక్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ టైం. మోర్ ఓవర్, నేను చాలా మంది చూసిన స్టార్టింగ్లో వచ్చినంత ట్రైనింగ్కి ఎండింగ్ వచ్చేసరికి రారు. బట్ ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే, ఇఫ్ యూ నిజంగా మీకు జాబ్లో ఉన్న సీరియస్నెస్ ఉంటే, బీటెక్లో 4 సంవత్సరాలు వేస్ట్ చేశారు. ఓకే, ఒక 2 నెలలు మనం కాదనుకుంటే ఏం తప్పేమైంది, అంతే కదా, రైట్? ఆ 2 నెలలు కూడా నాకు మా మామ పెళ్ళి ఉంది, మా అన్న పెళ్ళి ఉంది, లేకపోతే నాకు ఇక్కడ పని ఉంది. సి దిస్ ఆల్ ఆర్ వేస్ట్ ఆఫ్ టైం. ఓకే, షుడ్ హ్యావ్ సమ్ సీరియస్నెస్ అబౌట్ ద జాబ్, రైట్? ఐ నో హౌ ద మార్కెట్ ఈస్. So many members are looking for a job. It's not that much of easy, right? If you have a skill, and another important thing is that any questions you have till now? Anybody has any questions? Guys, anybody has any questions till now about this networking? Any questions about the career about this networking? So if you learn this networking in companies, you are going to join as a network engineer or technical engineer or IT support engineer. So every company has different tagline, but the work is same.
Is it like, when you networking అనేది cyber security కన్నా, like does it come above cyber security or?
See, without knowing a networking, cyber security కి వెళ్ళాలంటే you should know the networking first, right? Because if they are going to analyze the packets from where it is coming, from where it is going. You learn that packet flow and everything in the network. Okay, fine. So tomorrow we are going to start actual topics. Like I'm going to start about these topics, like if you want to form a network, what is needed. We'll list the components, and step by step we'll discuss about the components. Right? Once you have a familiarity about all these components, then we'll jump into another thing. What are the network devices we have and everything. Fine? Clear? Right? And in industry, in IT industry, the most, compared to all the domains, the most stable job is networking. Okay, right? So layoffs అవుతాయి, layoffs networking కూడా అవుతాయి if you don't have a skill. రైట్. అంతేగాని మాస్ లే ఆఫ్స్ ఇలాంటి మాత్రం నెట్వర్కింగ్లో ఉంటుంది. అర్థమైందా? డెవలపర్స్ ఉన్నారు 20 మందిని తప్పని లీవ్ చేస్తారు, బట్ నెట్వర్కింగ్లో 20 మంది లేవనికి ఉండదంట. అర్థమైందా? ఇమ్మీడియట్గా ఒకటి కంపెనీకి సపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నావు, 20 మందికి సపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు, 20 మందిని ఒకసారి తీస్తే మరి ఎవరు సపోర్ట్ చేస్తారు? చేయరు కదా, రైట్? సో I don't want to say there is no layoff. There are layoffs in networking, right? But until unless you don't have a skill, right? You're not up to the mark, right? You're not meeting the expectations, then they'll terminate. But lot of opportunities outside for experienced guys. Okay, fine. So my suggestion is spend 2 months of seriousness, just 2 months of time to learn the networking, right? So then definitely you will be in a position like one year 2 years guys ఉంటారు కదా కంపెనీస్ లో. ఓకే, వాళ్ళకున్న ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ మీకు ఇక్కడ వచ్చేస్తుంది.
ప్రాక్టికల్ చేసినప్పుడు మీరంతా
ల్యాబ్ ట్రైనర్ ఉంటాడు. ఓకే, సో మై జాబ్ ఈస్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దిస్ క్లాసెస్. క్లాస్లో కూడా నేను చూపిస్తాను. దెన్ సపరేట్ ట్రైనర్ అవైలబుల్ ఫర్ ద ల్యాబ్స్. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు నేను లేకపోయినంత మాత్రం ల్యాబ్లో కమాండ్స్ చేంజ్ అయిపోవు కదా, అవే కమాండ్స్ ఉంటాయి, రైట్? వాట్ ఎవర్ కమాండ్స్ ఆర్ రన్నింగ్ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్, యూ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు రన్ ద సేమ్ కమాండ్స్ ఆన్ ద డివైజెస్, రియల్ టైమ్ డివైజెస్. బట్ మీకు డౌట్ వచ్చినప్పుడు పక్కన ఉండాలి కదా మరి వాళ్ళు ఎవరో ఒకరు చెప్పనీకి. ఓకే, దే ఆర్ అవైలబుల్ 24 ఐ మీన్ డే, whole day, but I'm not available whole day. I'm available only for 1 hour. Okay,
Can I ask you something about that? Do you work with somewhere else?
give.
Do you work somewhere else?
Yes. Yes, I'm not a full-time employee here. Okay,
That's what I was thinking since the beginning. Like that's what I was thinking since the beginning. Like you're working somewhere and you're doing this to help
Yes.
people around.
Yeah, so the thing is, it's just a time pass. Okay, fine. So the thing is, the main reason is, if you're teaching something, we'll learn so many things. Right? It's not like okay, for money kind of thing. It's not like that. The thing is, I want to make sure that I'm always in sync with the technology, right? So I don't want to just work on daily routine things. We'll learn new things when you are talking, when you are teaching to somebody. We'll learn new things. Okay, so any questions? Clear, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Okay, thank you guys. So, and another important thing is, so there is another batch is already running from 10 to 11, right? So I think that batch will complete in 10 days. Okay, after 10 days, your batch will move to 10 to 11. This is informed by them? No? I'm just informing in upfront. Okay?
I thought it was only
11 to 12 is now.
Yeah.
Right, till 10 days or 20 days. Then after that batch is completed, existing batch is completed, then this batch will shift to 10 to 11. Fine?
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Right? Have a great day. We'll connect tomorrow.